Okay, so how long do you feel it will be before you get the performance that you're happy with?
Actually, I've been happy with quite a few performances when we've lost, or phases of the game during the game we've lost. It's also for a reason that I saw, I think this week, a stat that from open play we've created the most chances from all Premier League teams. So if that is the situation, it's impossible to only be unhappy with performances, because you cannot create so many chances with poor performances. It's been clear and obvious where our biggest issue have been in all the losses we've had, and that when I saw the game Chelsea-Arsenal, at a certain moment I saw also again a stat saying that Man United and I think Arsenal were on 10 goals in set pieces and Chelsea on 8, or one of them was different. And we've conceded 9. So yeah, they've scored 10, we've conceded 9. Then only being, I don't know exactly, 4 points behind Chelsea is maybe even better than you could expect when you would have seen that stat.
Liverpool 1, Sunderland 1. Steve Nicol.
Well, that was a struggle.
So it was a struggle for us.
It was a struggle watching it as well.
Well, it was a struggle. Well, there was a man. There was a man watching. We were in a room, and there was a man who was basically talking to himself and shouting. I mean, I reckon that was up there with the amount he shouted about Liverpool, isn't it?
There's so many things that are just either going wrong, not working out, bad decision making.
What's your top 3?
Top 3, oh my goodness.
Can I give a suggestion? Van Dijk.
Van Dijk?
Do you know, I've actually not criticised Van Dijk that much this season, to be honest with you. But tonight, there is absolutely no question he has to bear a whole lot of responsibility. Not just for the goal, but for the way.
Talk us through the goal. What did he do wrong?
Well, what he did wrong was he
gave the ball away for start.
He gave the ball away. He tries to play McAllister, who isn't reading the pass. Okay, so what do? When you make a mistake, try and make up for it. And by making up for it, he could have stepped out and closed the ball, because he had Kerkez who'd already come in beside him, so he didn't have to back off, but he did. And then when he sees Talibi going to strike the ball, again, he doesn't step forward, he just turns sideways. I mean, what happened to make yourself big, try and get in front of the ball? He got absolutely everything wrong. And then what we saw at the end, again, in my opinion, is down to your captain. If you want to go forward, that's fine, and you want to try and win the game. But the first thing you got to do is make sure that things at the back are sorted before you do it. And he just sauntered up, just went straight up, didn't even look. So, your captain's there for a reason. He's there to organise. He's there to show the example, set the example. And he absolutely didn't do that tonight.
I think he does everything wrong. Pass, doesn't close it down, and turns his back like a coward. I'm fed up. He's sitting here, and it's Mo Salah who's not played well. Florian Wirtz, he can't find his feet. Alexander Isak, he's not. Ekitike, the midfield, the dynamics change. He's the barometer of what's wrong this year. He's supposed to be the leader, both by what he does on the field and how he manipulates the back line and talks to people. All he's done all season is throw Kerkez under the bus, who didn't play, throws his arms up in the air. He's making as many mistakes as any other player. They're not always as high profile as Kanate or anybody else, who've all made mistakes. But Van Dijk, every game you could watch him and go, what's he doing? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing? And that tonight, you got the PSV game, the hand. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was pushed. You weren't pushed. It's just absolutely crazy. And he seems to be coming out of it relatively unscathed, and it's everybody else's fault. But for me at the back, he has been as bad as anybody else. And I think that goal and the way that he refused to close it down and the fact that he turned his back is the epitome of his performances this season.
I think when the forwards aren't working as hard as the rest of the team, then the defence and the midfield get exposed, and it's all kind of coming together, and then you've got your fullbacks who are all over the place, as you say. So everything is kind of combining to be a mess.
Nobody's frightened to go to Anfield at the moment, are they? Nobody.
No.
We
saw that at the start of the game.
Yeah.
We were talking about what is West Ham. Well, the way the game started told you that they weren't convinced what they did against West Ham was, because Sunderland started better than Liverpool. And quite frankly, at half time, you couldn't have told which team was the defending champions and which team had just been promoted. You couldn't.
You also couldn't tell if Alexander Isak was on the pitch. And we spoke about maybe strikers needing confidence. He got that goal against West Ham. Thought, well, maybe this is it. This is the kickstart that he needed.
Yeah, I think I'm still. I don't think there's any doubt. Anybody who watches Isak right now is disappointed in the way he's performing. But again, you know, your centre forward relies on others more than anybody else.
Okay.
And he's getting absolutely nothing. I mean, I don't remember one chance that Liverpool had in this game, or the last 3, 4, 5 games where you're saying they should have scored. Everything's the header from McAllister, or Ekitike with a half a chance that he balloons wide. So from that point of view, I do still feel a little bit for both Verts and Isak. I think the majority of the blame lies elsewhere. But at the end of the day, I can't argue what he said. He was absolutely invisible. I actually forgot he was playing at one stage in the second half.
When you bring in someone like Florian Wirtz, you've obviously watched him and you know the qualities that he's got and what he brings to a football club. And it's been a bit stop-start from him over the course of the season so far. I just think when you've come for that amount of money, you need to be in the team on a regular basis. And the more you play, the better you'll become, I think. And I think you'll understand what the Premier League's about, the physicality of it, the positions that you've got to take up, the areas that he's going to influence the game. And I just see him being a big player because of the quality that he's got, and the more he's in the team, the more he'll show it.
I think physically he's been a lot better, because for that first sort of month, 6 weeks, I've seen a player who physically just, because some of this, now when you see him, he glides past people, he's still on his feet. Whereas the start of the season, he was getting those little knocks and he was just falling over, losing the ball on a regular basis. And you can see him doing that. But getting moved round is a problem for him. Steve, they were putting him out on the left, and you're thinking, my goodness, he's not got the pace to go past anybody. He's very, very clever. And to move him out, it's like Dominic, playing him at right back. Yes, I'll do a job for you. But then after a few games, I don't really want to be playing here. And then you lose that confidence with it. So Florian, I would put him, as Ray just said, in his best position, and you get the best out of him. Even if he's got to drop a little bit more to get it, because he's got the vision to play players in.
Yeah. Salah came on in the second half, of course. Big talk about his future. What did you make of him?
He tried.
That's all right.
I mean, nothing came off for him. He never passed anybody when he tried to. He had a couple of crosses that never quite reached where they were supposed to. He had a couple of shots that were blocked, that weren't really on. But, you know, you can't question his commitment when he came on, but we expect more than that from Salah.
We talked about City doing some business in January. What are Liverpool going to do? We obviously heard of Gueye.
Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous considering what they spent in the summer, but they've got headroom as well. They can do business because they brought in about £250 million in the summer, so they've actually got money to spend. They like Semenyo as well. Again, they brought a lot of forwards in, so I'm not quite sure why they want Semenyo, but I think Mark Gueye is going to be difficult because, first of all, he knows when the season finishes, he can take his pick of Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, wherever he wants to go. So why would he kind of give up that free agent status to go to Liverpool in a real mess? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you go to Liverpool now, you're playing with Van Dijk or Canate, you're kind of jeopardising your own form, aren't you? If you stay at Palace, you know you're going to go to the World Cup with England. But I wouldn't rule out Chelsea.
If you get through to January, well, once January comes, what's the point in Mark Gueye not just waiting that 3 or 4 months?
The one club I think he might go to is Chelsea, because Chelsea need a centre half. They could do the deal. It's a big club in the Champions League. It's London. It's someone that he's familiar with. And Palace would obviously take the money, but I think that is a decent bet for someone like Gueye. But I think Liverpool is.
What about you? How are you? Because it's been intense, hasn't it? Opinion's been intense. Punditry's been intense. Media has been intense. Journalists have been intense, and results have been intense. But the negativity of that intensity, yet you've managed to just stay level-headed, calm.
Yeah.
What we've seen since you've been at Liverpool.
Yeah. Now that it's been intense, I know, but and that it will probably be negative, I expect, and that's completely normal after such a poor run of form. But It's not that every Monday evening or Sunday I'm watching television, see what everybody's saying about me. I'm so focused on improving the team. So I know no one will be positive at this time, except for our fans. Although maybe online they will be a bit different, but I can only feel the support I get throughout the game. And that has been, till now, very positive. So I don't know what people are saying, but I'm aware of the fact that it must be negative, because there will be no manager in the world, but people are positive about it if he loses so many games. I've seen it happening so many times with other managers, so it would be a surprise if it doesn't happen to me. But I don't know what people are exactly saying. I can only know what I think about our performances and what people around me think about our performance, what I want the players to know about our performances.